Hi Pisces, welcome to my channel. I'm Yetta Pearl. Thank you so much for being here. It is a pretty new channel still, so I'm just going to say that I really appreciate when you hit the like button, and certainly when you subscribe. I'm just glad that you're here though. So this is your angel reading for the second half of June 2021. So obviously the 16th to the 30th of 2021. And this is a general reading, so take what resonates for you, leave the rest behind. That's just for somebody else this time, that's all. And so we'll just see what messages your angels want you to receive today, what they have to tell you. And so when I'm doing these, hang on one second, I have to see. It's this one. How this happens is your guardian angels talk to mine and they give me your messages to give to you. And so I do not interpret anything. I just kind of blurt out what I'm getting. Sometimes I have to interpret it, it's in a different mode rather than words. And so then I just have to try and find the right words, and hopefully they're words that you understand, that resonate with you. And if they aren't, then often they'll just change it on me partway through. So hopefully it's all understandable to you, and hopefully it resonates with you. Okay, so let's just jump right in here. Oh boy. So it looks like you need to start with a time of introspection. So all three of these are to do with you being still, going within yourself to find the answers. You already have the answers. You just haven't gone to look for them yet within you. These are so beautiful. So spend a bit of time in solitude. You need it. The old saying is, sometimes I need to be alone because I need expert advice. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So Pisces, you are so wise already, and you know that what comes from within you is true to you and is your absolute foundation. When you have done that, you've been introspective and you've meditated and listened for the answers, you know that has never steered you wrong, right? The only times that it steered you wrong is if you changed something or if you didn't listen. So it's time for you to spend some time completely alone, without distractions, ask yourself the questions, and then understand the answers. This is you being in complete stillness. So as much as possible, let yourself be outdoors to do that. If whatever it takes, if you have to get a sitter, if you have to take a day off work, if you have to, arrange something else in advance so that you can make this happen, well, you need to make it happen. You need the benefit of your own wisdom. You need to understand that number one, you need this time to regroup a little bit. It feels a little bit like things have been scattered, that you're not quite sure what direction to go, but you haven't taken the time to decipher anything, to let anything calm down, And so it's just time to do that, definitely. And so as you're doing that, then you become more aware of what's actually driving this situation, what's going on. It just feels like some confusion and something that you need clarity upon. They're not giving me hints as to whether this is relationship, or if it's work related, or career, or money, or children. They're really not telling me anything specific in that way, which really that does tell me that it's different for many of you, because it's such a large group of people who are Pisces, right? So it could be almost anything. So whatever it is that sprung to mind for you when you first thought of that, that's what yours is, right? And for some of you, it's a tiny little thing, but it still needs your quiet, your inner calm, needs your deep breath, needs some stillness. and let yourself regroup. And it's like letting things kind of get shifted into their proper place so that you can actually see how it lines up, right? As you see that, you will come to understand what it is that's behind it, what things that are in you which have helped bring this situation about. And so therefore, what things it is in you that you need to release, right? So there's always an aspect of how it's working within you and with your individual experiences up until this moment. And so how you are reacting, if you've got triggers to it, all that kind of stuff, right? So if you surprised yourself by a trigger, something that maybe you lost your temper, or maybe, something like that, that surprised you, that you didn't even realize that was there, and suddenly it was bubbling over, then that, whatever was behind that, then you need to work to release that, to come to terms with it. So you do that by looking at it square on. What was that happened that created that? If you can remember, you don't always remember what was the starting of it, but you can remember some aspect of it. And sometimes it's just like a knee-jerk reaction, something that you reacted that way maybe the very first time that happened, and so now you continue acting that way because now it's a pattern and it's a habit. You can break the pattern. You can make it so that it's different. So as soon as you're aware of what the trigger was that made you react like that so quickly, now you can talk yourself through it. You can say, okay, next time, any situation that's, like this or like this, and be specific, like, because this is what has happened in the past and this is how I reacted to it and stuff. So then you can look at it and you can say, okay, I am giving myself permission now that the next time something like that happens, I will not immediately react. I'll be aware that I want to, but I'll be able to stop myself, and I'll be able to take a breath and say, how do I want to react to this situation? And sometimes you want to just be silent. Sometimes you don't want to react in that moment. You want to wait. Other times you will know how you'd rather react instead, right? So the times that you don't quite know how you want to react, well, now you can go look at it later and say, okay, I would have liked to do this or to do that or to do the other thing. And then next time something like that comes up, well, now you're armed. Now you already know how you want to react, so you can do that. It's a matter of teaching yourself a different reaction instead of that quick lashing out one, right? So that's what you'll be aiming to release, is that old pattern. Yes. So there's something in that has to do with your family culture, right? Maybe it's a behavior that you learned as a child, that your parents used to do that, or somebody else did that and you started doing it too, and you don't even remember, it's so long ago, right? So, in that case, then you're clearing not only your own stuff, but you're clearing some ancestral stuff. And that can only be good for the world in general, right? This also, for some of you, is learning more about your own family's culture. Some of you were never taught what your culture is. And so if it's something that interests you, you can definitely learn what it is and how things used to go in your heritage, how the customs used to be, how they used to celebrate Christmas, and how they would provide the food for the family and all those kinds of things. It's really fascinating sometimes to go back and look and see what that was like. What kind of homes did they build or make or live in, or all those things. It's really fascinating. And so this will be beneficial for you to learn that, because some of that will help you understand why you're drawn to certain things. It's that ancestral wisdom coming through in you. Oh, that's amazing. So there's something that you've been asking for, something you've been trying to manifest. Very soon. Very soon. It's almost to you. Just don't give up now. It is almost here. And so so there's differences for every person. So for some of you, this has been, well, for many of you, it's been increased abundance that you're looking for. And so very soon that is coming to you. And in ways that you maybe don't expect. So try to keep your vision expanded so that you don't block anything by only expecting it in one certain way. But yes, so some of you, that's not really what you were looking for, or not directly, but what it is that you're looking for is coming to you very, very soon. So you're manifesting your desires. Good for you. And whatever it is, it's worth waiting for, right? It feels like you've been waiting for quite a while. You've been manifesting, you've been asking for this, you've been discouraged for a while, and then you get back to it and ask for it again, and you get discouraged again because it's still not here. Well, things just haven't lined up quite yet, but please don't give up, because it's almost here. Keep going, stay the distance, and it's worth it. It is totally worth it. You will really enjoy when you get this. So how does that feel? Picture that when you finally get that thing that you've been wishing for. The relief, right? And the excitement on the inside, and you're laughing. I can see you. You're laughing. You're jumping around. You're celebrating. You're just enjoying that. It's a very joyful time. And all the people around you too, they're some of them, they're not celebrating as much as you are, but they're still happy for you. They're still laughing and enjoying the moment because you are, right? So that's an amazing thing that they're showing. I'm really loving the look of that. And so all that comes about when you can, get to the bottom of your own, stuff that's been stuck within you, and give yourself some introspection time and really know yourself and really know your family. And then all that then the path is clear. The path is clear. And then what you're looking for can come directly to you. Beautiful. Good job, Pisces. Okay, so let's take one more card here from the daily guidance cards, the deck. And let's see, angels, what's last message? There we go. Oh, they want you to use your assertiveness. Now, do not confuse this with aggression. Assertiveness is easy, and it's, just a calm, easy, stated, no, that's not going to work for me, but this will. So that's what I'm going to do instead. It's you standing your ground. It appears to be a, kind of a professional situation, but it could be any, for different ones of you. Could be any type of a situation. Somewhere where you've in the past felt like you were kind of got run over. And, they're showing it in a very gentle way. So for a lot of you, I feel like the other person, maybe it's not the same person, but still it's like in the past when this has happened, it was not deliberate. It was something that just happened and the other person just didn't even realize. They can't realize until you say something, right? They don't have your experiences. They don't know what you're feeling like on the inside. So you have to say it. And in that way, then now they'll know, right? And this is you stating what works for you, what doesn't work for you. This is not you being dramatic or losing your cool or any of that stuff. This is just a very calm, easy, no, I don't think so, but this instead, it doesn't have to be a difficult thing at all. Yeah. So I am seeing that the other person may be a little taken aback at first, but it's only because they didn't realize. And so then they feel a bit defensive because now suddenly they realize they have done you a disservice in the past, but they didn't know really they didn't really know that they were doing it. On some level, they probably knew because most times people do. They catch the vibe and whatever else. But But rightfully so, it's your responsibility to bring yourself forward, to stand your ground, to indicate what your boundaries are. And then if that person does not abide by that in the future, well, now it's on them. But so it'll just be up to you to be assertive again, and perhaps again after that. So this is a life thing. This is not just a one-time deal. This is in every aspect of your life, anywhere that you feel that you have not been speaking up for yourself, right? It's really not anything to do with the other person. And there will be different circumstances, different times, different occasions where things will kind of trigger you a little bit, and you'll go, wow, no, I'm afraid not, right? And in the past, you've maybe not said too much, depending who the person was. But it's on you. It's not up to them to automatically know where your boundaries are. It's up to you to educate them. And so then in that way, you get to know each other, right? Okay, so let's leave that there. What a great reading for you. It's almost here. Keep your patience. Okay, so Pisces, if you can hang around for one more minute, I'll ask you to help me send healing to the whole rest of the world and all the people on it. And we're sending acceptance, and we're sending compassion, and lots of love. And we're changing the world as we speak. We are making it easier. We're making people get along better. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you so much, Pisces. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.